everyone. It's morning here where I live, and I thought I would share a short session using the wall. I find that in live virtual classes, it can be tricky to add in props such as a wall because everyone's spaces are different. So today I am just starting a little bit earlier than I normally do with movement. So I'm feeling a bit stiff and it's tougher for me to get moving. So I just wanted to share this wall series that will help open up the lower part of the body and also bring the legs up over the heart space to improve circulation and bring in some ease in the beginning of the day. So if you can set up your space with a wall, that would be ideal. And I have a blanket rolled out here with a couple mats underneath for extra padding so the floor isn't so hard. And what I like to do is just come into the side of the wall with a hip and then just do a bit of a shoulder roll to kick the feet up. So we just begin by connecting the spine to the mat, to the blanket, and then just press the feet into the wall. So you can line up the feet and the knees and the hips and just begin here, the hands on the thighs. You can relax the muscles of the face. Take some time to swallow. Clear the throat. And begin to notice your natural flow of breath. So just in this position alone, breathing in and breathing out might feel a bit different. So take the time to really inflate through the upper chest, the rib cage. See if you can draw the breath into the low abdomen. And then exhale long and slow. Take your time as gravity will assist the breath to release. So establish a rhythm or a pace to your breathing that feels comfortable for you. And this connection to breath will ease the mind right into the present moment. So as I mentioned, this is morning for me and I have a very busy day. So just taking out some time for myself, just a few minutes to connect to my mind, connect to my breath, and connect to my body will greatly alter the outcome of my day. My kids are remote learning upstairs, so there may be some external banging from the ceiling. Distractions happen. So in this position, hands can move from the thighs to the low abdomen. You can begin to feel the breath deepen in the body. Take some time to do a gentle body scan from the crown of the head down into the face and the neck, shoulders, the upper back, the upper chest, extending down into the arms and the hands, floating your awareness through the torso, the side body, the middle back, and the low back. Pay attention to what's happening in the hips, the legs, the knees, all the way into the feet. Notice if there are any areas within the body that are feeling tight or a bit immobile. See if you can draw the breath into those areas to bring in that quality of softening or release. A few more rounds of natural flow of breath. And we'll begin with some movement. So you can press the feet into the wall here. That will establish some grounded connection through the feet and through the legs. And then just take the time to extend the arms up, overhead. Full breath into the body as you stretch those hands. Overhead to begin, and then out to the side. Maybe curling the fingers in towards the centers of the palms, and then circling out through the wrists. And then you can release the arms alongside the body. Continuing to press the left foot into the wall, we'll unpeel that right heel and right foot. We'll draw that right knee in. And then you can interlace the hands either in front or underneath, wherever it feels good to find that connection of hands to knee. And we'll begin with knee to chest. So this is just opening up through that right hip flexor. Inhale, engage, and exhale, see if you can draw that right thigh into the side body. It may make connection to the rib cage, and that's great. But continuing to ground down through that left foot into the wall. And then just noticing the parts of the body that make connection to the floor. So as you begin this stretch on the right side, just noticing how the back of the head, each shoulder, the upper and middle back is supporting you in this stretch. We'll take another round of breath on this right side. Just opening up knee to chest here. Slow release, press the right foot into the wall, engage on the whole right side, and then we'll unpeel that left heel, and then bring the hands to the left knee. Take your time here, breath in and breath out. Noticing any subtle sensation differences from right side into left side. Just use the breath to draw that left knee or left thigh into the left side of the body. So 3 or 4 rounds of breath as we did on the right side. And then we'll release that left knee. We'll press both feet into the wall. And then just take the time to adjust the hips and the spine so you feel engaged, where you could press the palms alongside you into the blanket, into the mat, into the floor, and then begin this process of moving through the pelvis. So just some pelvic rotations where we're rolling the pelvis down into the floor and then slowly curling the pelvis up. So you can connect with the breath here. Very small rotations of pelvic tilting. Pulling the pelvis away from the floor, inhale. And then as you exhale, pressing the feet into the wall and moving the low back, and the pelvis rolls towards the floor on your exhale. So just a few rounds there. And then from the position of the entire pelvis connected to the floor, you can press the feet into the wall and then just begin to slowly walk your feet up the wall. From here, you have the whole pelvis lifted. The head and neck remains in line with the spine, so chin is tucked slightly towards the upper chest. And you can continue to press the arms down alongside the body, palms down into the floor, or you can bring the hands to gently assist underneath the hips. You can sort of shimmy the elbows and the arms so they're in line with the spine to support you. So this is a great lift here, connecting to breath. Take one more round of breath here. So the wall should feel very supportive. So much so that you could unpeel that right heel and maybe extend that right leg up towards the ceiling. So point the toes and then flex the toes, point and flex. You can circle out through that right ankle, both directions. and then extend the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. Press the left foot into the wall, and breathe into the upper back. And exhale completely. We will press that right foot back into the wall. We're staying lifted here with the pelvis and the low back. Again, you should feel supported with the wall. So pressing that right foot into the wall, you can unpeel the left heel and then flex through that left knee and then find that full extension of the left leg towards the ceiling. So here we are just pointing and flexing on this side, opening up through the low leg and the ankle. And you can begin the circles both directions. Pointing that sole of the left foot towards the ceiling. Full breath in, long breath out. Flexing through the left knee, and then press that left foot towards the wall. So here we are, still lifted with the pelvis, strong low body, pressing that upper back into the floor, keeping head and neck in alignment with the spine. Taking one more round of breath. You can release the hands here, and then maybe extend the arms up overhead. So the backs of the hands are pressing on the floor, just beyond the head and neck. So full breath here. And then as you exhale, we can reach the hands up towards the ceiling as you slowly begin to lower the torso and the pelvis down. You can walk the feet. And then we have reconnection of the entire spine to the mat. Make any adjustments that are needed in the upper body, but we'll stay in this position and begin to open up in a full external rotation on the right side. So just as we did to begin those knee to chest poses, you bring the right knee in, and then you can use the hands to gently assist the right foot to the top of the left thigh. So this is a great figure four stretch to open up the outside of the right hip. It just lies along the line, the outside of the right leg, and then you can use that right hand to gently assist and open up into the stretch. So I've been struggling with some chronic injuries within my right hip and my right knee. So I'm being very gentle today and just beginning to open up here in this figure four. So I will connect with my breath and I'll connect with sensation. And even place the left hand to the sole of the right foot with a gentle massage here. The tips of the toes can be cold. And continuing to press that left foot into the wall. Take a few more rounds of breath here on this side. No need to rush, especially in the morning. Slow is strong, slow is steady. One more round of breath together. Inhale. And as you exhale, we'll take that right hand and then slowly realign the knee by bringing it in towards the center line of the body and then pressing that right foot into the wall. So here we are, and we might have an interruption. My little one's calling me. So pressing the hands into the thighs, realigning, regrounding, right foot into the wall. And we'll bring that left knee in, and with the support of the hands, we'll take that left foot to the top of the right thigh. So I'm just opening up into sensation here, seeing where it feels comfortable enough to engage in the stretch. Left hand can gently assist the opening in this external rotation of left hip, this line along the outside of the left leg now into the knee and into the ankle, and then just taking the right hand for a gentle massage in the sole of the left foot. Not forgetting the tips of the toes. And connecting to breath here. So within these stretches, the mind is focused on the movement and the sensation, but also to the continued quality of the breath. So establishing that natural rhythm, that pace of inhale and exhale, just taking that time to do so can help greatly assist the practice of staying present. Take 1 or 2 more rounds of breath here on this left side. And then we'll gently use the hands to release from this left side and bring the left foot against the wall. So make any adjustments within the pelvis and the hips. And then from here, just try to scooch the hips and the shoulders a little closer to the wall. I have unfolded a blanket, so I feel like I have enough support underneath, but if you have a bolster or another folded blanket that you would like, you can gently lift up the pelvis and just slide that prop underneath. So it's bringing in more comfort. But from here, I'm just going to walk the feet up the wall. I'm going to create a letter V. So the feet are a little wider than the hips here, and we'll find release with the hands on the low abdomen. You can bring one hand to the low abdomen, one hand to the upper chest if that feels comfortable for you. Just make any final movements here for adjustment, and we will close with legs up the wall. So taking the time to bring in some very simple, gentle stretches to begin morning practice, or if you're watching this within any time of the day. I find that the connection of moving and breathing brings in this quality of space, this opening for meditation. And I'm a believer that meditation can happen in many forms, and moving and connecting to breath is one of them, especially when we really focus on the pace of slowness and steadiness. So this video will close here with legs up the wall. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you soon.